Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Spotlight. Today's Spotlight is on the marching band at Stagg High School in Palos Hills. And with me today, we have a couple of the band members and band director on my right, Bob McCosey. Coach, thank you for being here.
Happy to be here. Thank you so much.
And then on my left, I've got Grant and Mia. Right, thank you for both being here. So we're going to talk about marching band is interesting because we think of them as performing at things. You also have a competitive season. So we're going to talk about how the things have been going so far. But can you tell us your background as a teacher and band director?
Yes, this is my 16th year at Stagg High School. I started working here in 2008. And so I teach 4 different curricular bands here at Stagg. There's a concert band for freshmen. There's a symphonic band. Wind Symphony is our most advanced group, mainly of juniors and seniors. And then brand new this year is a beginning band class for any student that has never played an instrument before or students who just want to learn a different one. We also have 2 percussion ensembles that I teach. We have the marching band, jazz band, pep band, and the pit orchestra for the spring musical.
I'm only smiling because, I mean, you must like live, breathe, sleep music, right? It's all.
The co-curriculars go different seasons, so it's nice to kind of get separated out. Once marching band finishes, we go into jazz band and pep band, and then once that's done, then it's pit orchestra for the spring.
So maybe that variety helps make it interesting, like new challenges, new different pieces to work with, right?
Yeah, and we feel like all those things make for a really well-rounded band curriculum and experience, so it's not just one thing. So if a student can't do marching band because they're in a different fall sport or activity, they can still do pep band or try out for pit orchestra in the spring. So different opportunities for different times of the year.
Their interest level or the type of interest they have. That sounds good. All right, how about, I'm going to ask all 3 of you, all right? What instruments do you play?
I play saxophone.
I play flute and saxophone.
Okay, and?
My main instrument's trumpet.
Main. That implies there's others. What else can you play?
When you teach music in college or when you learn to teach music, you have to learn all the instruments. Some I'm better at than others. So like percussion, clarinet, French horn, okay. Oboe and bassoon, not great.
All right. So that's where you're headed towards, right? You'll pick up all the other instruments at some point? Maybe. All right. So we talked about, I know you perform, the marching band performs at like football games and other contests. Can you talk about how about what you're performing this year and then where else you guys perform?
So marching bands in the state of Illinois in high school can either be sort of competitive or non-competitive. And so Stagg has traditionally been competitive even since before I got here. We're talking maybe 30, 40 years of a competitive program. So this year, their competitive program is called A Place Where We Belong, and it features basically 2 songs that I'm sure a lot of people watching at home would recognize. It's A Beautiful Day by Michael Bublé, and then I'm a Believer, originally by Neil Diamond, but made popular by the Monkees and then later Smash Mouth. So what we do is we kind of take those 2 songs and sort of splice them together, and it's sort of the journey of a student or a teenager who's going through something that they have, something that they've lost, and trying to get that thing back again. Later in our competitive season, we actually had a student design artwork that will be in these 4 different backdrops that will appear on the field to kind of convey what that student is going through at that particular time in the music. So as of us taping this now, we have 3 more competitions we go to. One at Victor J. Andrew that they host, one at Downers Grove South, and then the big one for us of the year is the University of Illinois.
Okay, I was say that sounds like a tough or quite a challenge because you're practicing to perform at like halftime, let's say, but you're also practicing and trying to get ready for competition. That's the blend.
Most times our halftime show for football games is a portion of that competitive show. The one exception to that is actually just in a few days we're going to have our junior high students from Conrad, Palos South, and Worth join us, where we'll just kind of be in a block and play some pep tunes for the audience. But every other halftime show is another chance for us to get an opportunity to perform for a different audience. And we like that we're performing things that the audience will recognize, but as a staff, we're viewing it from the lens of what can we do to improve to get ready for that next competition.
Okay. Well, good luck. Good luck with those competitions. And then let me turn away from band, and I'm going to come back in a second. How about other things that you guys do? Are you involved in any other clubs or sports at Stagg?
So I will be doing jazz band this year once jazz band starts, and I'm also in drama.
Okay. Will you do the fall play or the spring musical?
So I plan on doing crew for both. If I don't get to, then I don't get to. But yeah, I do plan on that.
All right, I'm sure you will, but it's interesting because I know the commitment to band is a serious commitment, so you're a busy person. How about you, Mia?
I'm involved in Madrigals, which is a group in choir. I'm involved with theater. Shout out to Charger Drama on Instagram. And I'm also involved in Wind Symphony for band.
Wow, yeah, these are some busy students here, and you have time to go to school too, right? You go to class, all right. How about favorite subject in school?
Honestly, I have to say PE this year.
PE.
Yeah.
You were hoping for
No,
music,
I'm
right?
never offended by that. I'm never offended by that. So yeah, if I was in school, it'd probably be mine too. So.
Okay, good. PE. How about you, Mia?
I like history and art.
History and art. All right, and then post high school, I know you're both underclassmen, but are you beginning to think what happens after high school? Grant, you're a junior, right? So you'll have a whole year and a half still to figure it out. But what are you thinking?
So I want to go into the medical field. I want to specialize in either anesthesiology or neurology. And for college, I'm planning on either going to North Central, ISU, or U of I. Those are my top 3 right now. So yeah.
All right, well, good luck. That's exciting, and you definitely have a vision there, a clear plan. Mia, how about you? I know you're a sophomore, right? But you're thinking this way too.
I know. Yeah, I am. I'm planning. I've loved animals all my life, so I'm planning to go into veterinarian. Hopefully, going to Colorado State University.
Wow, that's exciting. All right, good luck. I hope you get to pursue that as well. And now I'm going to turn back to Ben, and for all of you, first question is your favorite song to perform, whether it's this year or maybe later or maybe in the recent past. Or let me change the question for you. If you could choose, this is the song I want to perform, what would it be?
Oh man, I think you have to come back to me on that.
Come back to you, Grant. Do you have
I would have to say Italian Rhapsody.
why?
It's a really energetic song, and we brought the energy, and I like it.
Okay, cool. The high energy stuff. Mia, how about you?
I'm gonna go a different path. It's one of our pep band songs that we play. It's Painted Black. I just love like the energy of that song. It's just, yeah.
The high energy. So are you going to bring them down a notch, or are you going to stick in the high energy category?
Not necessarily, and this is going to be a very Charger Pride answer, but like, just even the school song, which by the way, like our school song is an original to Stagg High School. It was written by the first band director here. It is not some other college's song, and so there's just something about that when like they're playing it on the field after national anthem or the first assembly of the year with the incoming freshmen, and just kind of seeing them, even them clapping along, or just something that belongs to us, and the fact that like we get to teach those students that, and we get to be part of that. I think that's something special. It's something I never want to take for granted.
Yeah, and it is interesting, like you're saying, unique to Stagg.
Right.
Not somebody like, you're right, if you hear other school songs and you hear them at the college or university, you have your own.
Right.
You have your own. All right, and then the final question for all 3 of you. What do you like best about band? Either being a member in it or playing it, being part of it, or directing it?
So this year, this group in particular, they got a great attitude. They have a really positive attitude. They bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm. So just using marching band as an example, there's 75 students in the group this year. Only 12 of those are seniors, and only 32 of them are juniors and seniors. So there's 43 underclassmen, and I think of that number, 32 are brand new to the activity. This is their first year doing it. So the attitude and the energy they're bringing is really positive, and the student leadership team we have, and Grant and me and our other drum major Sam are a big part of that, are always bringing positivity to what we do. And as a director, that's really the best thing we can take from it. I mean, there's even been moments where we as a staff can step back and the students can run things and they can take ownership because it's really their product and their program. And to be able to have that and have groups that are mature enough, that's the best thing. More than any note or crescendo or anything musically they could do out there, the fact they take that with them is I take way more pride in that than any sort of performance.
As you're saying that, I'm thinking about some of my own coaching experiences. That is the best part. When you get to work with people who are so positive about it and you can trust them to do things and get things done and you know they're excited about doing it, right?
Yeah, and we always know, like as a staff, when it's a good season, when you hit this time of year where there's only a few weeks left and it doesn't feel like a grind or a slog to get to the end, like we're excited to keep going with it. We're excited to keep growing, and it's going to be one of those, when it hits the last week, it's bittersweet, because for me, it's one of those, it's like I'm looking forward to the next activity to go to, like Grant said, with jazz band, but I'm going to miss this group. I'm going to miss this activity because of what they're bringing to it.
Yeah, well, it sounds wonderful, and congratulations creating that environment, that atmosphere. Grant, how about for you?
I would honestly have to say, kind of going off what Cozy said,
Wait,
as
guys, did you call him Cozy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah, sorry.
No, I wanted to know there's a nickname in there.
Marching band has been really good, really energetic, and honestly, I'm going to say something that you said during rehearsal. We're doing it for each other, and we're doing it for us, but we're doing it mainly for each other, and we really uplift each other, and that's kind of the music program as a whole. I think that there's just a lot of great people, and there's a lot of my lifelong friends now who I've met through the band program.
It's nice to have that kind of support, encouragement, and have your friends around you like that. Develop those relationships, right? Mia, how about for you?
I would have to say the people in the community, like we support each other. We don't like criticize each other or anything like that. We give helpful feedback and like, yeah, it's very positive. It makes me feel like I'm at home and like I have a very positive place to come back to when I'm done with school.
Isn't it nice to feel that way in that environment with those people? It sounds like a great atmosphere, a great environment you've created.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the credit is actually more to the students and like their communities and their families, and even their training coming into this, because when they come into high school, they have that experience of playing, of being part of a band already. So Rob Slater at Conrady and Stavros Makropoulos over at South and Kelly Gansauer at Worth deserve a lot of credit too for creating that. And then we just try to keep it going and cultivate and provide even more opportunities at the high school level.
Based on their responses, I'd say yes, you have. Congratulations. Good luck in your competitive season. Enjoy the other performance opportunities you have. Good luck, Coach, Band Director.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here this morning. I'm Dave Wurzel, and you've been watching PHTV for Spotlight. Today's Spotlight has been on the marching band at Stagg High School. Thank you for watching.